New at 10, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and tonight we want to focus on the ways people can get help.
Yeah, there's a good chance this will hit home eventually. The Texas Council on Family Violence estimates 1 in 3 Texans will be a victim of domestic violence in their lifetime. And according to DPS, 72% of the victims are women.
Family Services of Southeast Texas has a strong support group for survivors. 12 News reporter Cameron Seibert heard from a director and a victim who was willing to share her story. Cameron.
Yeah, guys, it's a sensitive issue, but it's one that we need to talk about. If you're dealing with domestic violence, you aren't alone. Family Services has an army of advocates ready to help.
It's such a dark place because you feel like you have no one that you can trust.
For 7 years, Margarita was stuck in an abusive relationship.
And I realized that even being perfect wasn't enough. I started to realize that I couldn't do this. And it was impossible to be perfect. And that was basically the last straw.
She had enough. After sitting down with a lawyer, she was put in touch with Family Services of Southeast Texas.
I no longer really call them victims, they're survivors.
Penny Pennison is the director of legal advocacy, supporting victims through divorce, child custody cases, or protective orders.
They're abused and they're laying there and they have nowhere to turn or maybe nowhere to go. And they're like, what am I going to do? I can't go home. They've got black eyes, they're beat up. To be able to say, you know what, I have a place for you today.
All of their services are free. For Penny, it's personal. She's 28 years removed from her own domestic violence situation.
I know the frustrations I felt, and there were no services 28 years ago. There were not the laws there are that we have today 28 years ago.
She and Family Services of Southeast Texas have helped countless victims through their worst times.
She just kind of gave me my humanity back because I felt like less than a person at that time.
Margarita wants victims to know they aren't alone.
They gave you this new hope that you don't have to be afraid, that you don't have to listen to those lies anymore, and there's nothing that person can do to get in the way anymore.
And that the road to freedom can start with a phone call.
And Family Services offers so much more than just legal advocacy. They also offer counseling, they help victims get jobs, and they even have shelter services. They also have a 24/7 crisis hotline. It's on your screen now, 409-832-7575. We also have a link to resources on our website. Cameron Seibert, 12 News.